Yeah, I know what this looks like. Stay with me, though. I know that after reviewing Winds of Plagues Against the World, I said I probably would never review deathcore again. Here I am, reviewing deathcore. Kind of. I don't know. It's deathcore, what I'm about to review, but is it all just deathcore? Whenever I think of Arsonists Get All the Girls, I think of more of like along the lines of a progressive deathcore, or deathcore that has, passion, energy, variety. I think of deathcore with a purpose, instead of just deathcore that's there just to be deathcore. Deathcore, 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 bro, bro, bro. Arsonists Get All the Girls. That's Arsonists Get All the Girls, not Astronauts Get All the Girls. If you don't get that joke, you need to come to my blog TVs more often. But their newest album, Motherland, is set to be released, well, today. It's Tuesday, May the 17th, 2011, and Motherland's expected to be in stores for all of you guys to consume and listen to, and become addicted to. This is an album that definitely has a strange quality to it, where you can definitely get addicted to it very quickly. And I think that's mainly because this seems to be a little bit more of a more focused effort, not to mention a more complete effort. For those of you who are a little bit less than satisfied with their 2009 album entitled Portals, it seems that Motherland has really rectified any sort of issue that was caused within the writing sessions of that particular album. Now for others, it's going to be completely different. Portals is going to be seen as a breakout album, and they're going to be absolutely appalled by that previous comment. That's fine. It's an opinion-based thing. That's what all of these are. If you're going to get pissed off over that, then I'm sorry. Just give me a reason to the otherwise to the contrary, and have it not be. They got fans. The reason why Motherland seems to succeed where Portals didn't succeed as well, we'll go with that, seems to be the tightness of the songwriting, the progression of the 13 tracks over the 38 minutes long span of this particular record. Not to mention, the variety seems to be amped up a little bit here. Whether it be short track or long track, there's still that same controlled chaos that Arsonists have been known to really produce ever since they broke onto the scene later, or should I say, in the middle part of the last decade. But it just seems as though with Motherland, all of that chaos has been controlled a little bit better. And by controlled, I don't necessarily mean that it's been toned down, it's been died off, or anything like that, that the intensity is gone. I'm saying that everything comes together naturally. The flow of it is natural, even though it sounds like absolute the fuck. There's a lot of different variety on here as well, and you have a song such as, I don't know, West Cliffs, where you have the chaotic piano / keyboard, whatever you want to call it, playing in the background, just absolutely going nuts, almost like Beethoven got pissed off because his wife left him, or because nobody came out to see Symphony No. 10. And he's just raging on this particular track, and it's really kind of a one-of-a-kind thing. It's something that really sticks in your head for a while, and you really want to listen to it over and over again to kind of digest everything that the song was really apt to represent. And it's something that happens a lot on this particular record. Of course, you still have the traditional deathcore that Arsonists are able to produce, but unlike most other deathcore that I would not be caught dead reviewing, there's one thing that's very, very absent. There's not a single breakdown in this album that does not have a purpose. Nothing in this record actually doesn't have a purpose. Everything has a reason for existence. Everything has a reason for being there. There's no real period or space within this record that's just kind of dead empty space. It all has its quantifiable part or position within the whole body of work entitled Motherland, and it just seems to flow so much more naturally and so much better that way. Breakdowns, I understand, have a purpose for the live shows and everything like that, but on studio albums, especially whenever they are repeated over and over again on a track-by-track basis, become extremely distracting, not to mention seem extremely worthless, fruitless, and frivolous. Arsonists Get All the Girls are able to control and ball that chaos and that energy and place it into their compositions, and if a breakdown does come, the breakdown has significance. The breakdown has absolute meaning. If anything, the breakdown is more of a calming period where they can, kind of reset before they go into the next frenzied ball of chaos that's about to follow. So overall, Motherland is able to really shift the band into a really focused, real frame of mind, and the whole entire record seems to flow naturally because of that. I know, it seems very strange that I'm using the words flow naturally on a band where the number one thing that you see is absolute chaos. But trust me, whenever you listen to this record, try not to think of that. Try not to think that, you know what, this is crazy and fucked up and holy shit, but damn if it doesn't sound like this is natural in its progression. If you can do that, go for it. I can't. And natural is actually a really good thing. In fact, natural is one thing that really boosts the score up on this particular record. If this was something that seemed very unnatural or very out of place, or something that's just, you're wondering where the hell that side came from, or that should actually be here, what's wrong with my track listing, what did they do, then the whole aggregate score goes down. It just becomes a huge distraction. Didn't happen on this particular record. Motherland's a very solid, very focused effort by this particular band. For those that didn't like Portal, you're going to love Motherland. For those who love Portal, you're going to love Motherland. For those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you're going to love Motherland. Really solid disc. Might see it at the end of the year. Might not. We'll see. 8 out of 10. I think that's fair. coverkillernation saying... I just reviewed deathcore again. That might be the last time. I don't know. Who else is coming out with a record? What other deathcore bands are coming out with a record that I might actually review? You tell me.